I can guarantee you 90% of gamers know that sound and brings back so many happy, nostalgic moments. It's oof, that sound just hits it home with me and a lot of people. That behemoth looking super cool futuristic alien soldier you're looking at, that's Master Chief. That's John 117, my childhood hero, and I can probably say a lot of people's childhood heroes. He was the poster child and main character of the entire Halo franchise. And that's Bill Gates handing out the first copy of Halo 3, the world's richest man and CEO and founder of Microsoft, handing out a video game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to today's video. Why Halo 3 is the best video game of all time. I'd like to cut this short and just say Bill Gates handing out Halo 3 should be enough to say it's the best video game of all time. He's never done that for any other video game, nor has any other celebrity done that for any video game. So therefore, I'd say that's enough. But unfortunately, internet trolls want more. So I'll be breaking down why Halo 3 is literally, and I mean literally, the best video game of all time. I want to start off by talking about Halo 3's campaign. It's centered around finishing the fight. Finishing the fight, but I mean the campaign story that continued from Halo 1 and Halo 2 and now the trilogy Halo 3. In the opening scenes you see here, you see this asteroid falling, and later on you'll see Master Chief wake up and other parts of the story and other characters. All the characters you see in this opening scene alone are characters you're familiar from, or familiar faces from prior to Halos. But it wasn't just the story or the physics or the game itself that made Halo what it is and why it's the best. It's what it made you feel like. Throughout the Halo series, you never get a face to Master Chief. You get a voice, but he's faceless, and so it helps people that play the game identify as him. And that's something I feel most games today or ever didn't do very well, and Halo nailed perfectly. You feel like a complete badass start to finish in any Halo game you play. Playing as Master Chief, it's just what Master Chief does, how he acts, and the feelings that you feel when you do things. You whip out your pistol, 5 headshots in a row, you throw grenades, his deep masculine voice, and you have your small AI Cortana just helping you along the way. It's the physical embodiment of being Master Chief makes you feel like you can do anything, and that's what I feel like makes Halo's campaigns shine. Next, I'd like to talk about Halo 3's online scene. So this isn't the first time that a video game or even a Halo game came out with online multiplayer. What separates Halo from other video games ever made was how much content Halo gives to you at the start and adds on progressively. That too for free. Today you have a full $60 game like PUBG where it's just one simple thing. Or you have a game like Destiny or Destiny 2 where you get a decent bit of base game content, but you end up paying twice or 3 times as much as you paid for the game for maybe a quarter or even a half more of the content. Halo 3 or even any Halo game, but Halo 3 gave you a butt ton of content to begin with and added content continuously month after month, week after week, and that was all for free. But what made Halo shine even more than that was something called the Forge. And the Forge was nothing new to the Halo series, as they had it in the first 2 games. It was basically a small in-game creator where you could take any of the little building blocks of the video game that they used to create maps and create your own things. Create mini games, as you can see here, it's a duck hunt one where they just took small little walls and bricks and a bunch of people came on the map and ran around and someone tried shooting them. That's not something the creators of the game, Microsoft, added to it. It was fan-made. And that's one of the things that Halo 3 really excelled at, fan-made content. Halo 3 added a new feature of cloud-based sharing, just things where now if you made one of those little mini games or mini maps, you could upload it to a cloud and your friends could play it because you could share it to them, or someone random on the internet could play it. It doesn't really matter who. Once it's on the cloud, everyone had access to it, just like anything on the internet. But this was awesome because you could create something on your Xbox at home, go over to your friend's house, play it there, and vice versa. And the whole split screen action, it was just some gaming atmosphere that I miss, and I would argue even almost every gamer who played Halo 3 misses that split screen sharing content, that vibe almost. I'd like to finish this argument with somewhat an ironic statement that the best part, what made this game the best of the best, had nothing to do with the game, rather everything surrounding the game, the hype. From the very first scene and picture I showed you with Bill Gates handing out the first copy, to Halo's Microsoft executives being invited onto Fox. Halo 3 was toxic of sorts, shall I say. That it spurred up so much paraphernalia around it. You had some of Microsoft's their side companies. They had a music player want to put Master Chief on the cover. Mountain Dew wanted to put Master Chief on the cover of their new their game drink called Game Fuel. You had new comics and miniseries on YouTube pop up. I swear, for a solid year, almost everything you saw on YouTube was about Halo 3. And Microsoft did an amazing job of marketing this game. In that Fox interview, in a Fox interview, they talk about how they marketed this game not like a typical video game, rather than a movie. And you see similarities today with the whole Endgame and Avengers. You've had a decade worth of waiting leading up to this. I mean, Halo was not as long, but there's a conclusion to the trilogy, like in the campaign, and that was something that hit home in a lot of ads. They said, "Finish the fight," and it was Master Chief, and it was dramatic, and at that time in the campaign, the good guys were losing, and it was just like, what happens next? There was so much anticipation and hype for this game. I feel like that was the best part of the game. That once you got your hands on it and you finally started playing, it lived up to that hype, and everything you've been waiting for. It wasn't a letdown at all. And the numbers prove it. After 1 month, they had 300 million copies in sales solely in the United States. And with that, I conclude. Like I said, with so much hype building around the game and the environment, having Bill Gates come out to do that, you had celebrity endorsements, you had Perry Niflia built around it, and so much everything, and the game releasing, and it did not let down whatsoever in the campaign or multiplayer. I feel like all that together makes Halo 3 the best video game of all time, hands down.